Check it out. Here's what we're going to do today. We're going to speak truth today. We're going to speak truth. We're going to talk about truth. We're going to talk about family. We're going to talk about your family. We're going to talk about my family. We're going to talk about the Cardone family. We're also going to get some clips from this great American Speak Off thing that's basically our series this week, right? So we're going to tap into that a little bit, which is going to be freaking awesome. I'm going to share some stories with you around that have been incredible ever since that moment, which if you don't know what the heck that is, don't worry, you will hear shortly. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to go back in time to 1999, and then we're going to travel forward to 2009, and then we're going to make our way back to 2023. So I'm super excited you're here. I hope you're ready. Let's dive in.
Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to eight.
Hold up. One day we'll have a fully produced show. Oh, no, that's not. I don't know what happened. Uh-oh, this is not good.
Come on!
Oh, man. Something's going on. Oh, gosh. Okay, all right. Bear with me this morning, please, if you don't mind. I know what we got to do. No. Man, this is really, really weird. Okay. I really don't know how to solve this one. This is a new one. For those of you that are new to the show, I go live 5:30 a.m. Have for 1,147 episodes. There's been technical difficulties on 40% of them. And so usually I know how to solve every problem. But today, it is not shooting sound. So speakers, Rodecaster, that's where the sound is supposed to go. Now, I did have somebody working in my studio yesterday, so I don't know if he changed something. My audio mixer, my playback. All right, speakers, it's going to the Rodecaster like it's supposed to. Speaker Rodecaster. There we go.
Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to eight, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Wednesday. That's right. Today is Wednesday, a.k.a. CMA Day. Carter Myers Automotive Group. They're an amazing organization led by my dear friend Liza Myers-Borges in conjunction with somebody you guys will all know here on this show, Mr. Scott Simons, and many other incredible leaders over there in that particular organization, including Russell Tabone, my guy who's here this morning. We call Wednesday CMA Day because every Wednesday for the last 3 years, I guess it is, or maybe more, I've had the blessing and the opportunity to work with that organization. They're incredible, by far. Over 1,100 associates, 23 dealerships all over the Virginia area. So listen, if you're ever thinking about getting into the automotive industry, they've got a spot for you. They got all kinds of incredible positions, everything from sales to service to accounting to technology, all the stuff, right? They've got all the stuff on that big organization. So I get to spend time with them every Wednesday, which makes me very excited, which is why we call Wednesday CMA Day. Today is also February 22nd, 2023. What's up, Josh and Lee? I'm glad you're here. Patty Frudenberg, I'm glad you're here as well. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Wednesday February 23rd, 2023. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most, of this absolutely incredible, incredible day. Thanks, Felicia. Listen, I'm coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky, and we are in a series. What's up, Josh? Oh, we are in a series called The Greatest Speaker in America, where 1 week ago today, I won a speaking contest on the biggest stage in the business world with this speech right here.
Come on! Grant, Delata, Dorney, Paul. Pete? Who are you? Like, for real. Think about it for a second. Like, who are you? You see, I'm Glenn Lundy. I'm a husband to 1 and a father to 8. That's right, I got 8 babies. And being mixed, it's crazy, because each one of my babies has been born with lighter and lighter skin tones. It's nuts, right? It's crazy. I've got a 7-year-old. She's got blonde hair and blue eyes. I looked over at my wife. I'm like, honey, is that the Amazon baby? She said, Amazon baby. I said, I've been traveling a lot. The Amazon guy's been here every single day. Is this the Amazon baby? My wife was like, nah, honey, you're just running out of toner. But no, for real, seriously. My dad is black. My mom is white. They got divorced when I was 11 years old. My dad, who's black, remarried a black woman. My mom, who's white, remarried a black dude. Then all 4 of them decided to move into the same exact apartment complex, just 2 doors down from each other. Crazy way to grow up, right? So I had an all-black house and an all-white house. And when I say all black and all white, I mean every stereotype that you could think of existed in those 2 houses. Dad's house was loud, sports on TV. We was eating fried chicken, watermelon, drinking Kool-Aid, listening to Motown music and hip-hop. Over at Mom's house, it was country music, rock and roll. She'd be like sitting on the couch, listening to show tunes. It was crazy, right? But growing up in the middle, I had an issue because I couldn't figure out my identity. My skin was too dark to be considered white. It was too light to be considered black. I had no idea who I was. So I became a chameleon. When I was with black people, I was black. When I was with white people, I was white. When I was with cowboys, I was a cowboy. When I was with gangsters, I was a gangster. I was everything on the outside for everyone else because I had no idea who I was on the inside. Who are you? Not your financial status, not your political beliefs, not your skin color. Who are you? Do me a favor, close your eyes right now and follow me. Just repeat after me. Say, who am I? How you answer that question will determine the rest of your life. You see, Grant Cardone has always believed that he was a billionaire baller with the smoking hot wife who's brilliant. He's always believed that. And how did I know? Because I've been following his cocky ass since 1999. Dude was 5'2", selling VHS tapes out of the trunk of his car. But he walked around like he was 10 feet tall and bulletproof. His identity on the outside became his reality. His identity on the inside became his reality on the outside. And the same is true for you. I'm Glenn Lundy, husband to 1, father to 8, and the greatest speaker in America. Who are you?
So after I delivered that speech, then they brought out all the different contestants. There was 4 contestants. They brought out the contestants, and then they narrowed it down to 2. And there were 2 contestants left, me and a guy named Randy. Awesome guy, also known as the Cowboy. And so the 2 of us were left, and they had the crowd cheer to decide the winner.
Hey, did I get that right? Did I get that right? I just want to be sure I heard what you heard. All right, and by the way, both of those guys did a great job and worked their asses off to get here. Give them a big hand. Now we could do like a 30-second speak off, but I ain't gonna do that. Or what I need to do is I need a very clear. You guys know this is your choices.
Sit down. Hey, sit down, because as you cheer, also yeah.
Okay. I need a very clear choice. You can stand up once I bring them back out. I need a very clear choice about who you're going with. Okay? If your choice is the cowboy, stand up and blow the roof off. All right. Who do you got, Ray? If your choice is Glenn Lundy, blow the roof off.
Grant, announce the winner. Grant's gonna announce the winner. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 10 Xers from around the world, the winner of the first Great American Speak Off is Glenn Lundy.
You gotta be the one to keep the women. Sit down. You got a mic? I'll go ahead.
Hey, you guys. Yeah. Glenn, let's get a shot right here. Right.
That is the first time that I've actually watched that video back. This is the first time that I watched that back. So we got to watch that together. Many of you saw that, right? If you watched the live stream or if you were there in person, many of you saw that moment, right? Live. And then obviously we all shared it here today. But what many of you didn't see is the 11 days that I was on the road away from home in order to make that happen, right? Like I went to Arizona first. I had some work to do on Radio Row over out by the Super Bowl. Then from there, I went to LA. I spent the weekend in LA. We had to create some content, met with some people, hooked to Darian up, made some connections with Darian for his career and some things that he's got going on. So many of you saw that moment, but you didn't see the 11 days I was away from home to get there. And what you also didn't see is my wife, right? My wife, those 11 days while I was on the road, my wife's home with 7 children under the age of 13, a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 13-year-old. And so here she is, she's home with all 7 kids. And what you also didn't see is my wife had a watch party. She had a watch party at the house and she put the competition up on the big screen and she anxiously sweat her way through the experience of having her kids watch their dad achieve a monster goal. My wife sent me this text message right here. Right before I went on, she said, "You ready?" I said, "Yes, ma'am. Here we go." She said, "Go, baby. I'm so proud of you. I love you the mostest." And then when I got done speaking, I got the text right here that says, "Baby, you rocked it." You made grandma cry. Congratulations. And so a lot of you saw me on the stage, but nobody saw my wife and the kids behind the scenes. And also what some of you may have missed, or maybe some of you saw it, but some of you may have missed, is also how at GrowthCon, all 4 members of the Cardone family spoke on their stage. 3 of them on day 1. Grant Cardone spoke first, then his wife, Elena Cardone, she came and spoke, and then Sabrina spoke next, and then Scarlett spoke the next day. All 4 members of his family were on that stage. And also what many of you didn't see is that there were members of Breakfast with Champions that were at the event that took these pictures of my wife and my kids and put them up on these big poster boards. And they were holding up these poster boards and cheering for me when I was on the stage, so that they made sure that my family, even though my kids couldn't be there physically, my family was still in the room. So there's a lot of things that we didn't see. But what the heck does all that have to do with today? And that's what I want to do. I want to discuss briefly the crucial role that family plays in your success. I don't think we talk about it enough, but we're going to talk about it today. Before we do, you know what we got to do on this show? You know, we got to do some dancing. We got to get our bodies in motion. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. So I'm gonna need you to get moving real quick, all right? Get that body in motion, do some dancing wherever it is, wherever you are, whatever you got going on. I need you to get rocking and rolling. If you're in bed, it's time to get out, all right? You gotta get up, you gotta get out of bed. If you're overseas somewhere, or maybe you're already at work, maybe you're out with the kids, maybe you're in the car, I don't know. Let's have a little dance party this morning. This is also the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. Lastly, this is the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or watching on replay, drop a what's up in the comments. I'll say what's up back. Felicia Shakespeare, good morning to you. Sonia Merritt, I'm glad you're here. What's up, Melvin Rodriguez? Thanks for being here. Bella, Linda, Rigby in the building. Russell Hill, what up? Don Sankey, my guy. Kim Fair, Janelle Griego, Lisa Cook Bourne, and Nicole Settles. I'm glad you're in the building. William Bush, Russell Hill, I already said hi. I'll say hi again. Jacqueline Underwood and Leisha Moore. What's up, Pastor Jeff Moffitt? How you doing? Christine Green, newest member of the 800% Club team. I see Scott Simons is in the building. Marvin is in the building from across the pond. What's up, Marvin? Eric Sanchez Barbosa is up in here. Bugsy Stidham and Nancy and Dino DeSoto all the way from Puerto Rico. Christina's up in here. Dora Maria, my guy Ramon. Megan DiMartino is in the building. I think I'm going to be on her podcast. Super excited about that. Tracy and Nathaniel Banks, I'm glad you're here. What's up, Michael Barrich? How you doing? The Queen, Renee Nora, and Miss Marilyn Wilkin in the building as well. TM is up in here, and so is Kate Bowman and Yen and Justin Conacow. We've also got Liza Myers-Borges in the building herself. CMA Day, Core Element, Fiona, Andy, Tori, Coco, Mac, and Kim, Annette and Tasha, Regina, and William. We've got Anton and Trisha. Don't forget Patty and Mike Strong. Yee C. Sage is up in the building. Deepak Das I'm glad you're here. Regina Flaming. Dude, I get so stoked every time I see a new name appear on this show. And I just got to let you all know. Look, the technical difficulties that we already had today. Just a second ago, my camera was all fuzzy. Sound was doing all nuts. This show cannot become a world-class show under the current format. I'm just letting y'all know. And I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about my business. I've been thinking about my life. I've been thinking about my relationships. And I think everything in my life needs to be world class. I don't know how you feel about you, but everything should be world class. I think that's what God called us to. Best version. Not average, not below average, not a little bit above. World class. So we're going to get better production on this show. We're moving into a new office next week. We're going to have better production. I'm going to be able to deliver a better product. We're going to have a better experience for everybody all around. So keep your eyes out for that. World class, baby. That's the way we're going. Speaking of world class, we're having a world class event in Nashville, Tennessee. For those of you that are in the automotive space, if you're an owner or general manager of a car dealership, join me in Nashville, Tennessee. It's going to be dope. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Dealer owners, you're still facing inventory shortages. Profits are shrinking and the economy is shifting. And yet you and I both know that growth matters. And ultimately volume solves everything. That's why you need the 2023 Growth Matters Summit in Nashville, Tennessee. With Brad Lee, Lisa Copeland, Andy Elliott, Danelle Delgado, and myself, Glenn Lundy, the founder of the 800% Elite Automotive Club and the #1 speaker in America. Come together with owners and GMs of dealerships from all across America for this exclusive one-time event. Come learn how to utilize one simple formula to grow 25% in the next 90 days. To use specific strategies to grow and scale in a downed economy, and how to acquire and turn used inventory consistently and at scale. All of that and much, much more brought to you by VinQ and the 800% Elite Automotive Club. It's the Growth Matters Summit, Nashville, Tennessee. We look forward to seeing you there.
Who are you? Like, for real. Think about it for a second. Like, who are you? You see, I'm Glenn Lundy. I'm a husband to 1 and a father to 8. That's right, I got 8 babies. I'm Glenn Lundy, husband to 1, father to 8, and the greatest speaker in America. Who are you?
I don't think I'll ever get enough of that sound, the crowd on their feet, cheering, the impact the speech made. I'll never get over that. This right here is a picture of Grant Cardone back in 1999, before he had Elena in his life, before he had kids in his life. And I knew this guy back then. I knew of him. He didn't know me, but I knew him, right? He was semi-successful, but he was definitely incredibly brash and incredibly cocky. Fast forward, he met Elena, had his kids. Now the dude's a billionaire. He went from semi-successful to ridiculously successful. And he's a much softer dude. Pictures of him in matching outfits on Christmas. And when I hung out with him in Vegas last week, you know, he had hurt his ankle, was walking around with a boot on his head. Like, he just a lot different dude. A lot more tears and a lot less jeers, right? I mean, the dude cried when I spoke in Vegas. The dude cried when I spoke in Miami. A lot more tears, a lot less jeers, and a ridiculous amount of success. This is Glenn Lundy. Back in the early 2000s, that is a mug shot of me in a jail cell with my Kobe Bryant t-shirt on. Before my wife, I was a deadbeat, dude. I was a deadbeat, hanging out in the bars, doing the nightly bar thing. Like, not. I had moments and flashes of success, but I couldn't string wins together, if that makes sense. Now, fast forward, dude, I got freaking 8 kids. I got an amazing company. I mean, dude, I have a freaking jet, dude. Yesterday, I was on the phone with the pilot, mapping out March 3rd. I'm going to be doing some travel, going to Beaver Toyota. March 10th, I'm going to be doing travel. I'm going to hit 5 dealerships in a day, which is incredible. March 13th, making some arrangements for Nashville, Tennessee, to be able to pick up some of my clients and some of my friends in our jet. My kids are going to get to fly out a private jet. Like, are you kidding me, man? Deadbeat, couldn't string the wins together. Meet Leslie Lundy, have a couple babies. Now, dude, we string wins together like you know, like the little popcorn things that you make for Christmas. It's just, we just stack on stack on stack on stack. And so I thought about that a lot this morning. Actually, I thought about it a lot prior, but this morning as I was thinking about you guys in the conversation today, I thought, well, is it married per se? Like, is it okay, go get married and you'll be successful? Like, I don't think that's what it is. I don't think it's necessarily married. I'm not saying you got to go out and get married. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying, though, that family, whatever that looks like to you, matters. Kids keep you young. They keep you adaptable. Kids keep you in a place where magic exists. My wife or your partner, the person that you love, that you do life with, that person's there to hold you accountable. You see, my wife will not allow me to be less than my potential. She simply won't allow it. My wife will not allow me to be less than my potential. My mom, my stepdad, they make me stretch to make them proud. Like, at every level, they play a role in my success. And so this idea of family, I think it gets totally overlooked. I think sometimes we step on those that we love. I think sometimes we take for granted those that we love. I think sometimes we can look in the mirror and give ourselves credit for accomplishments that we may achieve. But the reality is, when I take a look around, when I study the code, right, the codes of success, people that maintain long-term continuous growth and success, people that maintain, right, not flash in the pan stuff, but people that maintain long-term growth and success have solid relationships with those that brought them into the world, have solid relationships with the people that they spend time with daily, and have solid relationships with the next generation that inspires them to do more. Your family plays a role in every aspect of your success. And when you don't have those strong connections, the opposite happens. When I didn't have Leslie holding me accountable, I didn't live to this potential. When I didn't have the kids in my life, I wasn't as adaptable. I didn't live in this place of magic. So listen, here's what I'm going to say to you. If you're single now, you're doing life on your own, you're championing for yourself, great. Hope you had an awesome season. Get out there and find someone you love. Get out there and find someone you love. Dude, have some freaking babies, man. I know society nowadays, oh, it's crazy, kids are so expensive and you can't do this and I'm too old or I'm too young or I gotta wait till I got this put together. I gotta wait till, dude, have some freaking babies, man. People are like, how do you do it, Glenn? I can't believe it. You have 8 kids. How do you do it with 8 kids? I'm like, how do you not have 8 kids? Let's have that conversation. Dude, they make you stronger. They make you better. What a gift. You kidding me? Think about what my Thanksgiving dinner table is going to look like 20 years from now. Shoot. My wife's got it stacked, actually. She's got it set up. My wife's been having babies for so long. My wife's got it set up to when the last baby moves out of the house, when the last baby moves out of the house, the grandbabies will be moving in the house. My wife's got it set up where there will be young people in our house for the next 40 years. And that's amazing, man, because I want to stay young. I don't want to get old. I don't know about you. I want to stay in the place of magic. I want to be adaptable. I want to be able to pivot. So listen, man, society might be telling you different. I'm telling you, like, look, find someone to do life with. This is not this solo sport thing. There's nothing to that, man. It doesn't hold weight. It doesn't hold water. It's not biblical. If it ain't biblical, it ain't real. I'm just telling you. The principles in the Bible, whether you're religious or you're not religious, spiritual or not spiritual, the dang book is the best-selling book of all time. Been around for over 2,000 years, and the principles hold true. Life is not a solo sport. It's not meant for you to run alone. And don't hold back. Don't hold back when it comes to the next generation. Find someone you love, do life with them. Have some babies, man. And do one night a week, at least, over at your parents' house. Last night was Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, we go to Grandma and Grandpa's house. They make some tacos. My wife and I watch Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, and we eat a Blizzard, and the kids run around, and Grandma gives them a bath, and so on and so forth. And it seems super like mundane from the outside, right? You're like, oh, you're just doing tacos at Grandma's house. Dude, no, man. We're cementing relationships and bonds with those that came before us. My relationship with my mom and my relationship with my stepdad, regretfully, that's the term we have to use, but I want to make them proud, man. They make me strive to do more. And there will come a day, hopefully 40 years down the road, there will come a day that mom's not going to be there for Taco Tuesday. That my dad's not going to be there for Taco Tuesday. That my kids aren't going to want to be there for Taco Tuesday. I doubt that might happen, but it could. But that day's not today. And I know that you have people in your life that you love, that you cherish, that you care for, and that you're taking for granted. Find someone you love, have babies, spend time with your parents, invest in your family, and watch your life thrive. Does that sound fair? Listen, I want you to thrive like I do so bad, man. I want you to thrive. I don't want you living an average existence. I don't want you being an average version of you. I don't want you to be an above average version or a below average version. I want you to be the best. And so what we do right here on this show is we go out into the world, we collectively gather wisdom and information, and we say, okay, this is what we need to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be so that we can thrive, so that life can be amazing. And I'm telling you, dude, invest in your family. It's the strongest investment you can make. Invest in your family. Does that sound fair? Cool. All right, I'm going to head over to Clubhouse. We're going to talk about this a little bit more. For those of you that are watching live, you hang out with me over on Clubhouse. We'll open it up, Q&A. We'll have a conversation. For those of you that are watching later in the day, we are in Clubhouse in the Breakfast with Champions room from 5 a.m. until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So you can join us for more motivation, education, inspiration over there if you'd like. If you're watching way outside of that, just come back tomorrow morning. We'll do it all over again. Listen, I love you. I do. If nobody's told you yet today, I absolutely stinking love you. Go out there, have an incredible day. Invest in your family. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. We'll do it all over again. Fair? Fair. All right. Have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me. See ya.
Every day I wake up is a blessing and a challenge. Ain't no stressing, I just manage. Steady building up my balance. I've been trusted with these talents to use to my advantage, to expand my vantage and level up my status. I got a calling, I feel like Solomon. Forever we ballin', for heaven I'm conquering, and I'm going all in. Whether I got 5 talents or 1, I'm gonna make it multiply until you tell me well done, well done. I don't do no stressing. Know you see me flexing, yeah, praise is my weapon. I'm just reaching for my blessings, stretching, reaching for my blessings. Grow your business for God's sake, for God's sake. See me winning cause I got faith in God's grace. Reaching for my blessings. I've been putting in overtime, I've been working all day. Grow your business for God's sake, for God's sake. The mission is to be the best version of myself. Make the world better when I've left and build generational wealth. Teaching your lessons, leave an impression. Increase my investments, keep reaching for your blessings. We rise, evolve, and pack together. Out here building bridges, stretch it to the max. Ain't about my father's business. Certain I've been working daily on my grind. Put it in overdrive, cause it's time to grow for God. I don't do no stressing. Know you see me flexing. Yeah, praise is my weapon. I'm just reaching for my blessings. Stretching, reaching for my blessings. Grow your business for God's sake, for God's sake. For God's sake. See me winning cause I got faith in God's grace. See me winning cause I got God's faith. I've been putting in overtime, I've been working all day. Grow your business for God's sake, for God's sake. Stressing because I know no weapon is ever gonna prosper or keep me from my blessings. You giving me a message and answered all my questions. Living life abundant so I don't do recessions. Faith without works is dead and I've been doubling up. I got a lot to give, the numbers I'm running them up. It's your good and faithful servant.